In the last video I made two preparatory studies, one a drawing, the other a painting in acrylic on board, with the intention of doing a large oil painting, and that's what I'm going to do. But I haven't got a canvas ready, so I'm going to have to stretch a canvas. Now, of course, you can buy ready stretched canvases, and you can buy them in all kinds of qualities, from the cheapest thrift store canvases up to professional quality canvases, which are superb. They all have their place. This is one of the cheap canvases. I use them for making demonstration paintings, that kind of thing. So I'll maybe paint over and over them, then throw them away in the end. It's pretty poor quality, so if you're making a masterpiece, I wouldn't recommend using them. It tears very easily, and they're badly primed, so you can probably see that the oil paint has come through the prime on this painting here, which is far from ideal. So that's one of the problems. The other is that the wedges come in a little packet like this. As you can see, I haven't even bothered to open these because I'll open them now. They're pretty useless. If you try and bang them into the corners. The purpose of these is to push the joint apart so that it tightens the canvas, but this one's very slack, and these just don't do anything. I mean, they're badly made. You can hammer away at those, and you can feel it coming out, the side here. So, I mean, just don't bother. Today I'm going to be stretching my own canvas. Now, canvas comes in all kinds of qualities, weights, from linen, cotton, all kinds of materials. You can buy it primed or unprimed. I tend to buy unprimed, and then I'll prime it using either an oil or an acrylic primer. Today I'll be using 12-ounce cotton duck, which is this material. It's very strong. For big canvases you need some weight to it. Also, I like the tooth of it. It pulls paint off the brush nicely, and I've been using it for many years. The stretcher I buy in pieces, and they just slot together. Now we've got the stretcher loosely put together, we want to make sure it's square. Take your time with this, because if you stretch and prime a beautiful canvas and then you make an extraordinary painting, a masterpiece, then you'll find your picture framer hates you because you never present a square canvas. That's the stretcher put together, and now we've got to stretch the canvas. Place the stretcher on the canvas. Make sure you've got it the bevel side down. There's a bevel on one side and the other side is flat. The bevel side goes down. And then give yourself plenty around the edges to fold over. There's nothing worse than finding that you've cut the canvas too small. Make a small cut where you want. That'll do. And the same at the other corner. There. Don't cut the canvas. If you do, you'll be cutting across the weave of the material and it will fray badly. It does fray a little bit anyway, but the best thing is to tear it. Okay, so we've got the canvas cut, and now we're going to stretch the canvas. You're going to need a staple gun. You can use tacks, but it's a faff. And if it's a big canvas, you're going to need some canvas stretching pliers. Place the stretcher on the canvas centrally, making sure that it's got the bevel side down. Once you're happy with that, fold the edge over. And in the middle of one side, put a staple in. Now go to the opposite side, pull the canvas tight, and then tighten it even more with the canvas pliers, and put a staple in. Turn the canvas through 90 degrees. Make sure it's square, and right in the middle do the same again. Get the canvas pliers and pull it tight. And then again to the opposite side. Make sure you've got it really tight. That's the first 4 staples put in, and now we work outwards from the staples that we've already got in towards the corners. Okay, that's the canvas stretching nearly done, but what we need to do now is make some really neat corner joints. And here we're thinking about the framer again, because if you've got a whole bunch of scrunched up material in the corners of the canvas, the framer's going to have to allow for that as it fits into the rebate. And you could find that it just doesn't fit into the rebate, so try and make them as neat as you possibly can. Okay, so that's a pretty tightly stretched canvas. Neat at the corners, important. And now we're going to put some primer on. That's really going to, this is going to go like a drum when you put the primer on. I have thinned this primer just a little with water because I think it sinks into the weave better for the first coat. As you can see, this is now as tight as a drum. So that's that. Couldn't be simpler, could it really? Well, I'll wait for this primer to dry and then I'll put another coat on of neat primer, and essentially then it's ready to paint on. The next video will be an oil painting on this canvas. Right, that's it for today. I hope it was useful. If it was and you liked it, click the thumbs up. It's down here somewhere. Maybe subscribe to my channel, that'd be great. And I'll see you in the next video, which will be the painting on this canvas of the apple trees orchard picture. Thanks for watching.